Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, someone else is always one step ahead? Like the race is stacked against you and the competition is winning while you're stuck trying to catch up? What if I told you that there's a way to not just compete, but to completely outthink, outmaneuver, and outperform everyone standing in your way? Today, I'm going to share with you the mindset, strategies, and secrets that can transform the way you approach competition forever. This isn't about shortcuts or luck. This is about real, actionable ways to take control, dominate your field, and rise above anyone who doubts your potential. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to stay ahead, but you'll be ready to execute with precision, courage, and unstoppable determination. If you're serious about winning in life, business, or any area you're passionate about, stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change the entire game for you. The first keynote: the mindset of strategic thinking is the foundation upon which all competitive advantage is built. It begins with the understanding that success in any endeavor is not merely about working harder than others, but about thinking smarter. The mind must be trained to see beyond the surface, to anticipate the moves of others before they happen, and to recognize opportunities that others overlook. Strategic thinking is a discipline of foresight. It requires the ability to analyze situations critically, to separate what is essential from what is trivial, and to focus energy on actions that yield the highest impact. Those who master this mindset do not react impulsively to circumstances. They create circumstances that work in their favor. Developing this mindset involves a deep self-awareness, recognizing your own thought patterns, biases, and emotional triggers, and learning to manage them effectively. By cultivating a calm, focused mental state, you can approach challenges with clarity, making decisions based on logic and insight rather than fear or habit. Strategic thinking also demands a commitment to continual learning. The world is constantly changing, and yesterday's knowledge may not serve you today. A mind prepared to adapt, to absorb new information, and to synthesize it into actionable plans is one that remains ahead of the competition. Visualization and mental rehearsal are tools of this mindset. By imagining various scenarios and outcomes, you can prepare solutions before problems even arise. Another aspect of this mindset is patience combined with decisiveness. Strategic thinkers understand that immediate gratification is rarely the pathway to lasting success. They plan meticulously, waiting for the right moment to act, yet when the opportunity arrives, they move decisively, confident in their preparation. Surrounding oneself with diverse perspectives can also enhance strategic thinking. Engaging with different viewpoints challenges assumptions and broadens understanding, enabling more sophisticated approaches to problem solving. Finally, a strategic mindset is grounded in self-discipline and consistency. Thoughts must be aligned with goals, and daily actions must reinforce long-term vision. Without disciplined thought, even the most brilliant ideas fail to translate into success. This mindset is not innate. It is cultivated through practice, reflection, and intentional effort to think several steps ahead, to anticipate consequences, and to maintain clarity amid complexity. Those who develop this mental framework approach competition not as a battle to survive, but as a chessboard on which every move is deliberate and every advantage is maximized, positioning themselves not just to compete, but to dominate. The second keynote, knowing your competitors deeply, is an essential element of outwitting and outplaying anyone in business or life, because understanding the terrain and the players within it gives you a strategic advantage that cannot be matched by effort alone. To truly know your competitors, you must go beyond superficial observation and immerse yourself in their behavior, strategies, and patterns of decision-making. This requires a careful study of their strengths, recognizing what they do exceptionally well, and equally, their weaknesses, identifying where they falter or leave gaps that can be exploited. Competitor analysis is not simply about collecting data. It is about interpreting it to uncover hidden opportunities. Observing their actions, listening to how they communicate with clients or followers, and even studying their failures can provide insights that shape your own approach. The process of understanding competition also involves empathy in a strategic sense. Seeing the world through their perspective, anticipating how they might react under pressure, what drives their decisions, and how they prioritize their goals. This predictive element allows you to plan moves that stay one step ahead, positioning yourself in ways that they may never anticipate. Equally important is the awareness that competitors evolve over time. A tactic that worked yesterday may not work tomorrow, so continuous observation and updating your knowledge is necessary to maintain your advantage. Competitive intelligence can come from a variety of sources: public records, industry trends, social media, customer feedback, and direct observation. But the real value lies in synthesizing this information into actionable strategies. By mapping out their typical behavior, patterns, and tendencies, you can identify not only what opportunities exist, but also the risks you must avoid. Knowledge of competitors also strengthens your own decision-making because it highlights the relative advantages you hold, allowing you to leverage your unique skills, resources, and creativity more effectively. It transforms competition from a source of fear into a source of insight, guiding you to innovate and differentiate rather than merely imitate. A thorough understanding of those you compete with fosters confidence, enabling you to act decisively, knowing where you can outperform and where caution is required. The depth of competitor knowledge creates a mental map of the competitive landscape, allowing you to anticipate obstacles, position yourself advantageously, and ultimately maneuver with precision, converting potential threats into opportunities that others may fail to see. The third keynote, leveraging your unique strengths, is a cornerstone of gaining a decisive edge over your competition, because true advantage comes not from mimicking others, but from amplifying what only you can offer. Every individual and organization possesses qualities, skills, and perspectives that are distinct, and identifying these unique assets is the first step toward creating an unassailable position in any competitive environment. Leveraging your strengths requires deep self-awareness, understanding not just what you can do, but what you do exceptionally well, where your performance surpasses that of others, and which capabilities produce the greatest impact. It also involves an honest assessment of your weaknesses, not to dwell on them, but to ensure they do not dilute or distract from your core advantages. Once your unique strengths are clearly defined, the next step is to align them strategically with opportunities in the environment. This means focusing energy and resources on areas where your strengths can create the most value and where competitors are less capable, effectively turning your distinctive qualities into competitive leverage. Creativity and innovation play a critical role in this process, because strengths are amplified when applied in ways that are not predictable or conventional. Outplaying competition is less about following established paths and more about forging new approaches that make your advantages impossible to counter easily. Leveraging strengths also demands consistency and repetition. Continually refining skills, deepening expertise, and building systems that maximize the impact of what you do best. It requires discipline to say no to distractions or ventures that do not align with your unique capabilities, focusing relentlessly on what differentiates you. Moreover, communicating your strengths clearly to your audience, clients, or team is vital, because influence and perception magnify the power of what you can deliver. Strengths are most effective when they are combined with strategic timing, recognizing when to act to create the greatest advantage. Over time, leveraging unique strengths transforms perceived limitations into opportunities, creating a cycle of growth and competitive superiority that competitors struggle to match. This approach fosters confidence and decisiveness, because when you operate from a position of distinctive advantage, you are not reacting defensively, but proactively setting the pace. By concentrating on what makes you unique and deploying it strategically, you build an identity and value proposition that cannot be easily replicated, positioning yourself not merely to compete, but to dominate, outmaneuver, and outperform others in ways that are sustainable and enduring. The fourth keynote, adapt and innovate constantly, is essential for anyone who wants to stay ahead of the competition, because resting on past successes or established methods guarantees stagnation in a world that is constantly evolving. Adaptation is the ability to recognize change early, whether in market trends, customer behavior, technology, or competitive strategies, and to respond in ways that preserve and enhance your position. It requires a mindset that is open to new ideas, willing to question assumptions, and prepared to discard approaches that no longer serve your goals. Innovation, on the other hand, is the deliberate creation of new methods, products, or strategies that provide unique value or solve problems in ways that others cannot replicate easily. Together, adaptation and innovation form a dynamic cycle. Adaptation ensures survival and relevance, while innovation drives growth and dominance. Constantly innovating means never becoming complacent, even when current methods are working. It involves challenging yourself to think differently, to explore untested ideas, and to take calculated risks that push boundaries. Flexibility is at the heart of this process because rigid systems and fixed mindsets limit your ability to respond effectively when circumstances shift. This requires observation and learning, seeking knowledge from diverse sources, and remaining curious about possibilities outside your immediate field. Adaptation also demands resilience because not every new idea or adjustment will succeed. The key is to treat setbacks as feedback, using them to refine strategies and improve future outcomes rather than seeing them as failures. Innovation is not only about creating entirely new concepts, but also about improving existing processes, finding efficiencies, and discovering smarter ways to achieve goals faster or more effectively than competitors. Timing plays a critical role. Recognizing when to implement changes or introduce new ideas can determine whether innovation creates impact or is wasted effort. Additionally, fostering a culture or personal habit of experimentation encourages continuous learning and improvement, allowing you to anticipate shifts before others react. Those who master adaptation and innovation position themselves as leaders rather than followers, capable of shaping the competitive landscape rather than being shaped by it. Over time, the cumulative effect of small, consistent innovations and agile responses to change compounds into significant advantage, making you more resilient, more creative, and far more difficult for competitors to predict or surpass, ensuring that you remain at the forefront of your field and able to capitalize on opportunities that others fail to see. The fifth keynote, taking calculated risks with confidence, is a critical component of outwitting and outplaying the competition, because those who achieve remarkable success are rarely the ones who play it safe at every turn. Taking risks does not mean acting recklessly or gambling without thought. Rather, it involves a careful assessment of potential rewards and consequences, weighing the probabilities and making decisions based on informed judgment. Confidence in this context is not arrogance, but a firm trust in your preparation, knowledge, and ability to execute effectively even when the outcome is uncertain. Calculated risk requires deep analysis, understanding the variables involved, anticipating possible obstacles, and creating contingency plans to mitigate potential losses. It also demands a willingness to step outside comfort zones, because breakthroughs and advantages are often found in areas where others hesitate. Fear is the greatest barrier to taking meaningful risks, as it encourages hesitation and conformity, leading most people to settle for mediocrity. By contrast, those who approach risk with confidence view challenges as opportunities to gain experience, insight, and leverage. A key aspect of this principle is timing. Acting too early or too late can turn a calculated risk into a costly mistake. So awareness of context and market conditions is essential. This approach also requires emotional control, because high-stakes decisions can provoke stress, doubt, or impulsivity. Maintaining a calm, focused mindset allows for clear evaluation and decisive action. Calculated risk-taking is closely tied to innovation and leadership, as it enables you to pursue strategies that others may avoid out of fear, giving you a competitive edge. Importantly, consistent practice in taking small, informed risks builds the experience and confidence necessary to tackle larger, more impactful opportunities over time. Those who master this skill do not view risk as a threat, but as a tool to accelerate growth and secure advantages that competitors may never attempt. They understand that inaction carries its own cost, often greater than the temporary discomfort of uncertainty. By combining preparation, analysis, and courage, calculated risk becomes a methodical pathway to achievement, allowing you to outmaneuver hesitation, seize opportunities, and maintain momentum, while others remain constrained by doubt. The capacity to act boldly yet wisely separates leaders from followers, positioning you not merely to survive competition, but to dominate it, by creating situations where your initiative and insight consistently place you ahead of those who play it safe. The sixth keynote, persistence and unseen effort, is the often overlooked force that separates those who achieve lasting success from those who merely dream of it, because consistent, determined action compounds over time into advantages that competitors cannot match. Persistence is the commitment to continue moving forward despite obstacles, setbacks, or temporary failures. Understanding that progress is rarely linear and that resilience under pressure builds strength and insight. Unseen effort refers to the countless hours of preparation, study, practice, and refinement that occur away from the public eye, where no applause or recognition is given, yet these efforts form the foundation for extraordinary results. Many people underestimate the power of steady, disciplined work, assuming that success is the product of sudden opportunity or innate talent. But the reality is that those who consistently apply themselves quietly and intelligently develop capabilities that become almost insurmountable advantages. Persistence requires patience and faith in the process, because immediate results are rare, and the temptation to abandon a goal when progress is slow can be overwhelming. The unseen effort, though invisible to competitors, accumulates into skill, knowledge, and readiness, enabling decisive action when opportunities arise. Moreover, persistence is not blind repetition, it is intelligent perseverance, constantly evaluating results, learning from mistakes, and adjusting strategies while maintaining unwavering commitment to long-term objectives. This combination of determination and preparation ensures that when challenges arise, you are equipped to handle them with competence and composure, while others falter under pressure. Unseen effort also includes the cultivation of habits, routines, and disciplines that reinforce growth and excellence, making extraordinary performance sustainable rather than sporadic. Competitors may underestimate your capabilities because they cannot see the depth of your preparation, giving you a strategic advantage that manifests at critical moments. Additionally, persistence builds character, confidence, and credibility, because repeated success through effort demonstrates reliability, focus, and mastery over circumstances that others cannot control. Over time, these qualities compound, making your position stronger with every challenge faced and every task completed, and creating momentum that is difficult for competitors to disrupt. The principle emphasizes that victory is often the result of consistent action over time rather than sudden brilliance, and those willing to invest the unseen effort, maintain focus, and persevere relentlessly establish a level of mastery that ensures they are not just competing, but consistently outpacing and outperforming all rivals in ways that become increasingly difficult to challenge. In conclusion, outwitting and outplaying your competition is not about shortcuts or luck. It is about cultivating the right mindset, understanding your rivals, leveraging your unique strengths, adapting and innovating continuously, taking calculated risks, and committing to relentless, unseen effort. These principles, when applied consistently, transform obstacles into opportunities, challenges into advantages, and ordinary actions into extraordinary results. Remember, success is a game of strategy, foresight, and discipline, and those who master these elements position themselves not just to compete, but to dominate in their field. Good luck to each of you as you step forward with confidence, clarity, and courage. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your commitment to becoming the very best version of yourself. May your journey be filled with purpose, achievement, and unstoppable growth.